Welcome to the news at 7, streaming on CBS News Philadelphia and on Philly 57. I'm Jim Donovan.
And I'm Jan Carabeo in for Janelle Burrell today. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's get right to that next weather forecast with meteorologist Kate Bilo in our CBS Philadelphia Next Weather Sphere. It just looks cold out there, Kate.
It really does. It looks cold. It looks frosty. You want to get out and start that car extra early this morning because, you know, it was cold this weekend, certainly, but maybe you were still just kind of tucked up inside watching Christmas movies with the family, doing the Thanksgiving weekend kind of stuff, and didn't really have to go through your everyday routine in this kind of cold. Today, a lot of people back to work, back to school, and while we are brightening up, it is clear and it is cold. Let's take a look at these numbers. We'll start off with a look at the current temperatures outside right now as of the 7 o'clock hour. Only a couple of these are wanting to show up for me. There we go. They're reloading there. Up in Lehighton, it's in the teens, 19 there, 22 in Millville. Look at Toms River. That's the temperature, not the wind chill. 16 degrees right now, 24 in Wilmington, and we're sitting at 26 in Philadelphia. And our current wind chills, even worse. This is what it feels like when you step out this morning feeling like the teens, even in spots where it is in the teens. Toms River 16, feeling like 16. It feels like 16 in Wilmington, feels like 15 in Coatesville, and 16 in Lancaster. So you need all of the layers this morning. The kids will have to wear those coats. I know maybe it's not cool to wear a coat, although it seems like the kids are coming around on that. At least my kids starting to wear the coats once again, because on a morning like this, there's nothing cool about being cold. 26 degrees right now, 28 degrees at 8 a.m. We're at 31 by 9 a.m. and then 34 by 10 o'clock. Still not warming up much, and we don't have many hours of daylight these next few weeks as we head toward the winter solstice. The days are short, not much time to warm up, so we will be lucky to hit 40 today, 41 at the shore, upper 30s in the Lehigh Valley. That said, it's a full day of sunshine. There is enough of a breeze that it does feel a little bit colder than it is, but it is dry, high pressure in control. We do have a secondary cold front, though, later this week. Could bring a snow shower to parts of the area, followed by a reinforcing blast of cold air. I'll have more on that coming up in just a few minutes. Let's send it over to Marcella Baeta, who's in for Chandler with your traffic. Good morning, Marcella.
Good morning, Kate. Let's take a look at those roads. We're here on Route 42 at I-295. We can see traffic is picking up. The sunrise looking nice this morning as well. Now, we do want to bring you an update on this crash near Hamilton Township. It has since cleared on I-195 eastbound before Hamilton Square. The roads are back open. There is nothing on the shoulders as of now, so there is an update on this as well. Now, there was that disabled vehicle near here on the Schuylkill right before the Blue Route. That has since moved onto the shoulder. You can see it in this corner right here. So both lanes are now open. Back to you guys.
All right, Marcella, thanks so much. We continue to follow this breaking news out of Northeast Philadelphia, where a car slammed into a home overnight. That crash happened just after 1:30 this morning along Morell Avenue. Homes in the surrounding area were evacuated for a short time after it was feared that the driver hit the gas line there, but it was eventually determined that the line was not hit. Meantime, the family who lives in that home was not allowed back inside. President Biden has pardoned his son Hunter on tax and gun convictions despite previous promises not to do so. This pardon comes just weeks before Hunter was set to be sentenced. The president said he made the decision over the holiday weekend. In a statement, Biden said Hunter was the victim of, quote, selective prosecution and was singled out only because he is the president's son. President-elect Trump calls the pardon an abuse and miscarriage of justice.
Snow and bitter cold temperatures continue to hammer parts of the Northeast and Midwest, throwing a wrench in the post-Thanksgiving commute for millions of Americans. CBS News correspondent Naomi Ruckham shows us the rough conditions.
Several feet of snow blanketed parts of the country this Thanksgiving weekend, complicating an already congested commute for millions.
Let's just say I had to plow my own driveway with my car, but maybe like 24 inches. It's up there. My other cars are all glued in.
Nearly 2 feet fell in parts of Ohio, Michigan, and New York, with snow falling as fast as 3 inches an hour in some spots. In Buffalo, die-hard Bills fans braved the storm for their team, despite some saying it was the worst game day snow they'd ever seen.
We take a lot of pride in coming out and dealing with the elements. And when we get snow, it just fires us up even more.
The severe weather hit as nearly 80 million Americans traveled at least 50 miles from home this holiday weekend, including a record more than 5 million people hitting the skies. Outside D.C.'s Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport, traffic backed up for nearly a mile. Some travelers waited 2 hours, bumper to bumper. Others hopped out of their cars and ran.
It's insane. Yeah, I literally just got off the taxi. I was there for 20 minutes or so in standstill and was up to like $30. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not racking up a $500 bill.
And though the holiday rush takes a brief pause until Christmas, forecasters anticipate more snow and even colder weather in the days ahead. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
Millions of people will be online for one of the biggest shopping days of the year today. Cyber Monday is the Monday after Thanksgiving when shoppers try to get the best deals, especially on electronics. This year, the FBI is warning Americans to stay alert for possible scams. Agency says be wary if a company asks you to update your password or account information, and always get tracking numbers for the items that you buy online so you can make sure the item is shipped and you can track its progress. Coming up at 7:30, Howard Monroe will join us live from a local Amazon fulfillment center with how much people will be spending today. Today is the last public hearing for the proposed Sixers arena in Center City. The hearing is from 6 until 9 tonight at City Hall. The hearing will also be streamed online. It's believed the Philadelphia City Council will vote on the arena proposal sometime this month. There are less than 2 weeks until council wraps up its session for the year. While some council members tell CBS News Philadelphia they've made up their minds, others say more negotiating is needed. Temple University has hired Casey Keeler as its new football coach. In 2019, a Blue Ribbon ESPN panel voted Keeler one of the 150 greatest college coaches of all time. Keeler most recently served as head coach at Sam Houston, where he compiled a 97-39 record over his 11 years at the helm. Keeler's experience also includes coaching stints at Rowan University and the University of Delaware.